Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. Members of the Grosley Minibus Owners Association are scheduled to pump the brakes on their services on Saturday morning to commemorate the life of the association's secretary, Hermia Lord. Lord was killed by a lone gunman while undertaking her duties at the Grosley bus stop in Castries last week Saturday. Rochelle Gonzalez has more.
When you hear of service interruptions at the Grosley minibus stand here in Castries, there's usually some controversial reason behind it. However, the reason behind the temporary halt of services this coming Saturday is very much warranted. The job of the young man standing behind me, sanitizing the hands of passengers as they board the minibuses, was previously held by Secretary of the Grosley Minibus Owners Association, Hermia Lord. However, on Saturday morning, as she stood doing exactly what he was doing in that very same spot, she was tragically gunned down in cold blood. Following Lord's killing, minibus drivers have been plunged into a state of mourning and in commemoration of her life have placed black ribbons on their vehicles. This picture and wreath have also been hung up to remember their fallen comrade. However, the bus drivers have decided to take a half-hour moment of silence between 7:30 and 8 a.m. on Saturday morning to remember their friend, their colleague, the one they called the Iron Lady. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Rochelle Gonzalez.
Last year, all eyes were on Castries Mayor Peterson Francis after his announcement that he planned to contest a seat in the next general elections. 6 months on, the topic has been raised once again. So are his eyes still focused on the political prize? We find out in this report.
Midway through 2020, Castries Mayor Peterson Francis created a buzz when he made the announcement that he had plans and aspirations to go up for the elective politics in the next general elections. Although he never confirmed his targeted constituency, he toured with the subsequent announcements indicating that he might be eyeing the Castries South seat, where he would face the incumbent Dr. Ernest Hilaire. There were also strong speculations that he would be running for Castries Central and replace the incumbent Sarah Flood-Bobray. During the press conference on Tuesday, the mayor was asked if he still plans on joining the race. He danced around the topic at first, but eventually gave his response.
The city council is politics.
You have already expressed your willingness to take part.
Well, presently, yes, to take part. That I have withdrawn, and I am giving full attention to the work of the Castries Constituency Council.
The Castries Central MP has already stated categorically that she intends to contest a seat at the next general elections, which is due to be held this year. Reporting for the Hot 7 News, I am Novita Emmanuel Green.
Members of the Rastafari community were granted the opportunity to gain knowledge and voice their concerns with regard to the COVID-19 vaccine. Fennell Neptune tells us more.
The Ministry of Health recently held a sensitization session with the Rastafari community aimed at bringing awareness and building confidence among them of the COVID-19 vaccine and the policy. Family life educator in the Bureau of Health Education, Naomi Grandison, says it is necessary to engage the Rastafari community in dialogue as they also play an important part in combating the COVID-19 pandemic.
There are persons within the community who are interested in taking the vaccine, but the misconceptions have been out there. So we're hoping that the information brought forward for these persons can help them to clarify some of those misconceptions so that they'll be more open. And for those who have their belief and their faith, that we can find a way, that we respect it and we give them the reassurance that this process, this vaccine is voluntary. This is a policy of the government that it be voluntary and persons not be forced to take the vaccine. And this is something that is very important for their principle and their practice. So giving that reassurance too also helps us to develop that level of trust. And, hopefully it's not just about the vaccination, but also the trust and the collaboration between the two of us.
Ambassador of the Ethiopia Africa Black International Congress, EABIC, the Honorable Pris Kailash Leo, says Despite a Rastafari community opposing to vaccination in general, they welcome the discussion with health officials and chart a way forward.
Our main focus is that the members of the Rastafari community who do choose to take the vaccine, that they have that assurance that if it is that any harm is caused to them after taking the vaccine, that they will be duly compensated or they will be taken care of if it is that there is some adverse side effect or there is something that happens to them. And also, so for the people who do not intend to take the vaccine, want to maintain that principle, that they have that official exemption that will not prevent them from actually moving and participating in the everyday activity or whatever means of economic achievements that they have to actually do.
The Ministry of Health reminds the public that the choice to receive the COVID-19 vaccine is voluntary. Reporting from the Communications Unit of the Ministry of Health and Wellness, I am Fennel Neptune.
The mayor of Castries has condemned the action of a group of youngsters who filmed themselves engaging in acts of animal cruelty. In two separate videos, the youngsters are seen hurling dogs over a cliff whilst laughing. Mayor Francis lamented the issue of stray dogs in and around the city. However, he said such acts of cruelty are unacceptable.
We have tried everything. We have been in contact with Taz Wicks was here. We have Slaps was there. We have been speaking. There is no place, even staff themselves do not have places to accommodate these dogs. I do not know. I don't know if you have any suggestion. But dogs right now in the place is a problem. We know that. But what do we do? And I just saw a video, a disgusting video where you find young people just taking dogs and throw down a precipice. You know, I mean, we do not want to do it. I mean, we can't want to. So we have to be a little humane with the dogs. But what are we going to do? Where are we going to put it? Is CCC going to get a place? I don't know what we're going to do.
The island currently has only two animal protection organizations, namely the St. Lucia Animal Protection Society, SLAPS, and Help Paws. You're watching the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Still to come, the FRC Director on redevelopment plans on the 3rd anniversary of the FRC fire, and Virginia Albert Poyot on women in politics.